Welcome to VERGE Electrify. I'm Sarah Golden. In 1962, a television show debuted that envisioned life in the space age. Its name? The Jetsons. The show takes place in 2062 and follows 40-year-old George Jetson and his family. That means that George Jetson was born in 2022. To be precise, according to Jetson's lore, he was born in July 2022. Today, it's George Jetson's birthday. We are entering the era of the Jetsons. Despite its short run, Jetsons lives on in our cultural imagination. It captured a perfect retro-futuristic ideal, a time when we would have flying cars and robot maids and domestic efficiency, when everything would be automated and there would be nothing to do but live a life of leisure.
Boy, these 3-hour days are killing me.
All within an old-fashioned, often problematic ideal of a retrograde family unit. As we enter the Jetsons era, I'm more aware than ever that the choices we make today will decide the quality of that future. We hold the power to decide the shape of climate change, who will benefit, who will thrive. And I don't mean we in this generic sense, I mean literally us, this community. VERGE Electrify is anchored in an optimistic idea that it is possible to address climate change profitably and fairly. All we have to do is move fast. There are many non-negotiable things we need to do to address climate change. An item high on that list? Electrify everything. The good news? Many of the technologies of the future are already here today. Case in point, you are currently at a conference with thousands of your peers from the comfort of your own office or home. Who would have ever thought that that would be possible just a few decades ago? When it comes to electrifying everything, the technological breakthroughs are just as impressive. We know how to decarbonize the economy, and we have access to the tools to get us there. Tools that are more efficient and affordable and better than we ever could have dreamed. Now the trick is to scale them, deploy them, commercialize them. That requires energy users to make all electric decisions starting now, including electrifying transportation, industry, buildings. These new technologies aren't a one-to-one replacement for what we have today. Often, they're better. They could save you money. They could give you a competitive advantage. They could avert climate chaos. Yet, they are different. And if you're running a company, different can be scary. It could initially slow down operations. It could initially cost money. It could be dangerous to try something new. But the thing is, not acting is more dangerous. Not acting is foregoing our say in the future we want to create. So let's bring this down to earth. When I talk to people working towards climate goals, I hear a familiar refrain. Folks understand the importance of electrification, but how can they actually do it? Where should they start? How do they get buy-in from stakeholders? How do they pay for upgrades? Those questions help shape the Electrify program. We're not here to convince you to electrify, though some of our keynotes would likely fit that purpose. We're here to help you take the next steps on your decarbonization journey. So, here's what you can expect. In today's keynotes, we're going to go through the 3 sectors that must electrify to reach deep decarbonization: buildings, industry, and transport. We have top analysts and trailblazers from each sector helping make sense of where we are and where we're headed. You'll hear from Kevin Hagan of Iron Mountain, Emily Kirsch and Patty Poppy in Conversation, and Rebecca Dell from ClimateWorks. Then, we've curated 18 sessions diving into topics, case studies, barriers, and opportunities shaping the path to electrification. This is your opportunity to connect with early movers looking to transform operations and supply chains. To be clear, no one has done enough yet. But these are the brave souls who are out front trying and blazing the trail we need. We'll end the program tomorrow with another hour of keynotes. These talks are designed to bring together the many ideas and concepts we've discussed. We have Saul Griffith on the state of electrification, Jesse Jenkins on the grid of the future, U.S. Senator Martin Heinrich on electrification for peace, and Jigar Shah on why procurements matter. So, without further ado, let's get to the program. First, I want to welcome a new face to the GreenBiz stage. Vartan Badalian is GreenBiz's transport analyst and the mastermind behind our transportation program at Electrify. I challenged him to give us a 90-second high-voltage transmission on where we are on the road to electrifying transportation.